Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Katy Perry shows building frustration and exasperation with theatrics on American Idol as she's lone authentic judge. She claimed the Roar hitmaker has already checked out of her job on the ABC talent show and will continue to flatline through season 22. American Idol viewers have watched Katy, 39, settle into her judging role for her last season. With the first episode now behind her, the fireworks singer will appear in the hit music competition until May. During Idol's debut show, Katy faced criticism about her demeanor. Some fans were happy Katy's appearance would be her final one on TV. "I'm so glad this is Katy Perry's last season," one wrote on Instagram. Body language expert Judy James said Katy showed allergic responses to some contestants desperate to advance to the next stage. James claimed Instagram clips released by ABC showed Katy twiddling her pen and looking low. Katy Perry's body language hit jarring notes, James told the U.S. Sun. While being authentic, Katy had mild allergic responses to tear-sodden performances. In her impatience, she wanted to see talent but has checked out. She does not blink at the ceiling or flap her hands over her face. Her voice does not crack with empathetic emotion. Katy's overall responses to these first few auditions have been low and ended in an escalating frustration. She has carried on with some face-pulling and tongue-waggling at times. Katy was also flatlined by the tsunami of emotions in front of her. One contestant, Kimmy Robinson, 25, sobbed after performing. James said the Brooklyn-based singer received 3 stages of body language responses. Katy sat back in her seat wearing an enigmatic blank expression, she said. She tilted her head and showed off a faint smile, then sat forward and made a wing gesture with her hands before resting her chin on them. Her gaze was steady, but propping the chin is often associated with boredom rather than excitement. James said Katy held her pen while responding to Massachusetts native Madai Chekal's track. Katy was hating, commented one fan on Instagram. "She has such an obnoxious expression on her face for every contestant, especially women," said another. Katy did try some signals of empathy when she first met Madai, she said. She raised her voice, tucked her chin in, raised her brows, and opened her mouth constantly. James said Katy's demeanor switched when Madai started to sing, "I Kissed a Girl." Katy's gestures hinted at disapproval, she said. Her pen began to function as a barrier and self-comfort toy. Katy's neck wobbled, and the rolling of her pen hinted at her building frustration again. Katy joined the series in 2018 and for season 16. She has seen plenty of other judges come and go. Now she sits alongside stars including Lionel Richie, 74, and Luke Bryan, 47. James suggested Katy's gestures toward the other judges highlighted her isolation. She said Katy's head tilt suggested a need to be liked. In the photo shared on Instagram on Tuesday, Katy sat behind a desk with the judges behind her. "There was an aura of alienation here," she said. Katy was posed and seated behind the judging desk, so her size in the frame and status among the other judges are diminished. In isolation, she sat back with her arms and hands behind the desk, tilting her head in a like-me gesture. The men acted out signs of bonding and friendship, dominating the pose behind Katy. They all show off mirrored grins and bonding arm hugs of camaraderie. Katy announced she was leaving the show on Jimmy Kimmel Live in February. "I love the show so much, but I want to go and see the world and maybe make new music," she gushed. It was not long before ABC started reportedly scouting for a replacement. They are looking at several options for replacing Katy, a consultant told the U.S. Sun. Names like Jennifer Lopez and Shania Twain, are in the frame because they have worked on this show before and are safe faces, but there is a push for Miley. The source said. Katy's birthday was spent with Ryan Seacrest, 49, Lionel, and Luke. James claimed the hot and cold singer was set apart from the others during her celebrations. She said Ryan was front and center. This looked like it was Ryan's birthday, she said. The judges posed together on one side of the table, looking at Ryan, who was making himself the center of attention. Ryan stood wet and giggling like the birthday boy, clutching a giant slice of cake. His solo piece to the camera was less about Katy and more about Ryan doing a mock pitch to get hired for celebrations. In May 2023, an insider told the U.S. Sun that the fireworks singer was milling over her future. They claimed she had been open about wanting to have more children and focus on her music career.